More happy is coming for the Pixel 10 phones, well, some other phones as well. But if you are new to the game, the Google Pixel phones, they get quarterly feature drops several times a year. And the schedule is supposed to be June, September, December, and March, right? So those are the 4 months. And it was interesting because last month, well, actually this month in November, we got a feature drop, but it wasn't the quarterly feature drop. And we got a couple new features and a few new things that they added, which were pretty neat. And this year has been pretty good so far because ever since Android 16 came out, and then we got the Material 3 Expressive update, which really changed a lot of things and it made for a more enjoyable user interface experience. And I call it the Pixel experience. Now, maybe it's I don't know. A lot of people call it stock Android for the longest time, but it's not really stock Android anymore. There have been so many changes with the user interface, with add-ons, with updates, and with all the things that they've been doing. I really feel like the Google Pixel experience when it comes to Android is I think it's the best now. Now before for years I thought One UI was the best whenever it came to Samsung. Like they did their own special thing and honestly back in the day I didn't enjoy using Pixel phones all that much back when we had like the Pixel 4, the Pixel 5, Pixel 3 because the experience it just felt so plain. Well, now it's not so plain anymore, and they've added all sorts of different things that make it more enjoyable. They add layers of different stuff, and it's cool with the icons, the color, the different feature packs, and all sorts of different things in the widgets. I'm a big fan now, so I really like that. Well, in December, just a couple of days away, we should still be getting a feature drop. So the November one, as far as I know, was just like icing on the cake. It was just extra. And it was a couple different things that they added. And from what I've seen, I've been doing some research. We're supposed to still be getting one in December, as far as I know, which will add even more stuff, which is really cool because what other phone does that, right? We don't get that with other devices. And it's something special that I've always appreciated with the Google Pixel phones because throughout the year it adds new stuff. It's not just like, okay, here's a new version of the operating system and that's what you get for the year. They add AI features, they add different things you can do with the phone, they update existing features, and they just keep building out more and more things that you can do with the Pixel phones that make it a more enjoyable experience. Of course, monthly security patch and all those different things. Google has done a really good job over the last, I would say, probably year to 2 years in really re-solidifying themselves as the best whenever it comes to the Android experience. And you would think that's kind of a no-brainer, right? But it wasn't always that way. Whenever we got the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 7, it was like the Wild West. Maybe we would get a feature drop, maybe we would get a security patch, maybe we would get a bug fix. If there were problems, we didn't know when they were going to get fixed. We didn't know if they were going to be timely with the updates. And Samsung really was kind of number one for a while. I mean, Samsung was even getting the monthly updates before Google was. And it's like, how is this even possible? Because Samsung has to get the update stuff from Google. And it's like, well, Samsung was first again. Samsung was first again. And now we find ourselves in a position where Samsung's kind of lagging behind a little bit. And I know a lot of that kind of got messed up with One UI 7 and One UI 8 and like the big refresh and the big redesign and waiting for those things to come out. It kind of delayed things because they did such substantial revisions. But all that stuff allowed Google to get back out in front. And we've seen some other stuff that's been really interesting. There were two maintenance patches in October. When did we ever get maintenance patches, right? That's something where I used to be frustrated about it because there would be things that needed to be fixed. And it's like, oh, well, who knows when it's going to get fixed? Maybe they'll update it with the next monthly patch. Maybe they'll update it with the next feature drop. But we actually got two surprise maintenance patches that fix things. And I was really, really happy to see that because that stuff really makes me feel a lot better about the Android platform. It makes me feel better about the Google phone. So yeah, more happy is coming. It should be coming, and I don't know what we're gonna get. I'm hoping we'll finally get the update where they drop the new graphics drivers, so that way the phone should be running at 100% finally. I know I've talked about this previously, that the drivers that control the graphics processor inside of here are outdated, and they don't even officially support Android 16, and there's a lot of underclocking going on with the GPU. So hopefully that's something that drops in December. I was hoping we were going to get it when they dropped that surprise November update, but yeah, I am really happy with the current state of affairs whenever it comes to the Google Pixel phones, especially in the software department. We've got a better software experience than ever. I think we've got the best software experience. Of course, the haptics are the best. I love the haptics on the Pixel phones, and this has been something, maybe it's like a lower rung down from a lot of things that people appreciate whenever it comes to phones. But the haptics, when you're typing on a Google Pixel phone, I think are second to none. It's such an enjoyable experience. The system haptics are getting better, and overall, I think we're in a really good spot whenever it comes to Android 16 and the Pixel phones. Of course, it's the day after Black Friday now, but they're still having really good sales. You can get the Pixel 10 Pro XL normally $11.99. You can get it for $8.99 right now, which is a really good deal. And I think probably the best deal is you can get the Pixel 10 Pro normally $9.99. You can get it for $7.49. And if you want the regular Pixel 10, normally $7.99, you can get it for $5.99. And the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, which I've really enjoyed using as well, you can get it instead of $17.99 for $14.99. I've got affiliate links in the description for those who want to pick one of those up. I don't know how much longer they're going to be on sale, but I think they're just firing on all cylinders right now. And it's something that I wanted to see for so long. And there was so much excitement whenever the Pixel 6 came out, and we got the first Tensor chip, and we got Material U, and they finally started changing things up, and that was the big shift. But then there were so many problems the first year, and then there was problems kind of in the second year. So there was a lot of stuff that needed to get ironed out, and they finally ironed it out. I think over the last 2 years, the Pixel 9 series phones were fantastic. I call the Pixel 9 Pro XL the best phone of 2024. Now I've got to make a video soon for my best phone of 2025. Will it be the Pixel 10 Pro XL? I don't know. It'll be a surprise. You'll just have to wait and see on that one when the video comes out. But there have been a lot of good phones this year. I love the Z Fold 7. I love the S25 Edge, the S25 Ultra. Still an amazing phone. And they've had such incredible deals on that too. I mean, here it is. I've got my S25 Ultra right here. I made a video yesterday. They were selling it, I think, for $850 for the 256 model, and you could get the 1 TB model for $979, which is normally like a $1,600 something thing with no trade-in. Samsung is being incredibly aggressive right now with their sales and just offering out of this world deals on those things. So that's something that's really cool. So it's really great to see the competition, because when we have good phones like the Pixel phones, and those are selling, and they're selling well. September was the best selling month ever in the history of the Pixel series phones. Like they're selling a lot of phones, and then that stuff, it drives competition, because when they're selling well and they're dropping their prices, and that makes Samsung sell their phones and drop prices. It's because they want to get their phones in people's pockets too. And then the iPhones, those have been really good this year. This has been the best year for smartphones in a really long time. Like the Samsung phones, fantastic. The Google phones, fantastic. The iPhones, fantastic. We're not sitting around complaining about 60 hertz iPhone screens anymore. They finally bumped those up to 120. They gave us new cameras, all sorts of different stuff. So there's been a lot of big things, a lot of big changes, and I'm here for it. Like there's a lot of great things going on in the smartphone world right now, and it just makes me even more excited about 2026 as we go into that. But yeah, hopefully we should still be seeing a December feature drop, which we should see more things for, more features, more fixes, more updates, and things like that. So I'll have more on that as we get into December and it finally comes around to dropping. Y'all guys know that I try to be Johnny on the spot and get that stuff out like as soon as it happens, and let y'all know about what's new, when you can get it, new changes and things like that. So stay tuned for more happy in December. And also, I just want to take a minute. I've been working on my website, so you can check it out. I've got a link in the description. It's techodysseyvenue.com. Mostly I just have a lot of deals stuff on there right now, because I like to help people save money, and I've been posting stuff. I think I put like 7 links on there yesterday for big deals for like Black Friday. like the MacBook Air with the M4 being $250 off for $750, or the AirPods Max being $200 off for $399, or the S25 Ultra being on sale for like $800. So I've been putting a lot of stuff there. I'm going to work on getting to a point where I'm going to start having some articles, doing some review type stuff on there, and really trying to build out my website. But definitely check it out. If you check out one of the articles or one of the links, put a comment below. Let me know you stopped by, and bookmark it for future stuff, because hopefully I'll be doing big things there in addition and to the videos and everything. But check that out. And yeah, that's all I got. So if you got any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, complaints, all those things, please, of course, go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.